The U.S. and Israeli air war against Iran widened on Monday as Israel attacked Lebanon in response to strikes by Hezbollah. And Iran kept up its missile and drone attacks on Gulf states. There was no end in sight to the conflict after a weekend of bombing that killed Iran's supreme leader and retaliatory strikes across the region. Video on Monday showed an American fighter jet spiraling out of the sky, one of the 3 that Kuwait mistakenly shot down during an Iranian attack. U.S. Central Command said all 6 crew members ejected and were safely recovered.
We're already substantially ahead of our time projections.
U.S. President Donald Trump said the operation in the Middle East was ahead of schedule at a Medal of Honor ceremony. Trump told an audience in the East Room of the White House that he ordered the strikes because the threat from Iran had been imminent, without providing evidence.
An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat to the Middle East, but also to the American people. Our country itself would be under threat, and it was very nearly under threat.
The objectives of the war, Trump said, included destroying Iran's missile capabilities, annihilating their navy, and stopping them from having a nuclear weapon. Iran denies seeking a nuclear weapon.
This is not Iraq.
U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth insisted the strikes on Iran would not lead to an endless war. But on Monday, a new front in the war opened when the Lebanese Hezbollah militia, one of Iran's principal allies in the Middle East, launched missiles and drones toward Israel. Israel responded with sweeping airstrikes, which it said targeted the Hezbollah-controlled southern suburbs of Beirut. A Lebanese official said dozens of people died and more than 150 people were wounded. Meanwhile, an Iranian missile hit a British Air Force base in Cyprus, the first strike to reach U.S. allies in Europe. Gayeb Dalai, an analyst at the London-based think tank Chatham House, said Iran is pursuing a strategy of calibrated escalation.
Well, it is already becoming quite widespread, and I think this is precisely the strategy that Iran thinks that is the only strategy that it can put enough pressure on Trump, particularly, to change the course of the action. Because right now, the only person that can call off this war or end the war is Trump.
For Trump, who is facing growing discontent at home over bread and butter economic issues, the strikes against Iran amount to the biggest U.S. foreign policy gamble in decades. In an interview on CNN, Trump said the, quote, big wave is yet to come in the war with Iran, without giving details, and said it was unclear who Iran's new leader would be.